Hi guys, Marcus here. I'm at Mooloolaba Music. Today in my hands I have a new offering from Duesenberg. So I was recently at NAMM in LA and we got to go to the Duesenberg showroom and got to see a lot of amazing Duesenberg guitars, including for the first time I got to see the new Fantom S series. So this is part of the Fantom series. There's two series in the Fantoms. There's the S, which is this one here, and the A. So I've got a couple of the S here in stock now. I'm actually really excited about these. So I've been a fan of, say, things like your Les Paul style guitars for many years, and this is, I guess, their own take on something that you'd know as a classic sort of Gibson style guitar. But it is a little bit different. It's got its own unique voice and feel and a great look to it as well. So let's break it down and have a look at what the Fantom is offering here. So it is a solid mahogany body. It's a one-piece mahogany neck. It's a set neck, and you have a carved maple top here. Rosewood fingerboard. So all sounds pretty classic. Now, the scale length on this, a little bit shorter and different from what we'd see on our Duesenberg Star Player TVs, which have been very popular for many, many years now. This is a 24.6-inch scale length, so a little shorter, again, reminiscent of your classic Gibson style, which is normally a 24.5-inch, 24.5. This is a 24.6, so you'll notice a different tension on the strings, so you will be playing and have a completely different feel as well as a different sound. Obviously some classic appointments on it, like a Nashville or Tunematic style bridge. This one's it's very similar to like your ABR1. Now, a little side note about Duesenberg is they make all their own hardware, and it's very cool hardware, and like their tremolos are great, but their bridges here are great as well, like on their stop tails and so forth. The way you can adjust this, you can do it with your thumb and finger around the side, or with an Allen key on top. It's quite intuitive. It's great. The stop tail on this, I really like what they've done with the stop tail. One, it looks really cool because you've got these great 6 little grooves on here. But there's more than just looks. It has a functionality to it too. If you're the type of player that you've had a guitar with a stop tail and you've mucked around with doing the wrap over, so your strings going through that stop tail and coming back over, this you'll find really handy because of those 6 screws lined up exactly where those strings are. It's going to keep those strings in the right place. So it has a functionality as well as looking really cool, even if you're doing the traditional way of stringing through from the back and over. But cool thing to take into consideration when you're looking at these and you do like to do that wrap over for your strings. Of course, you can still up and down, raise the stop tail on that as well, changing your tension. Up here on the headstock, we've got our Z tuners from Duesenberg. I really like these. Again, hardware that they make themselves. These tuners are really cool, so you can actually pop the string down the post, cut them off from the back. They've got a really cool look, but they actually work really well. Nice ratio for string turning on that as well. Fingerboard. Okay, so rosewood fingerboard, as I mentioned, it is a 12-inch radius, so really nice, comfortable, flat radius, jumbo frets in this, and the inlays, I really think the inlays are very cool. So this is what we call their Duesenberg winged inlays, just setting off to the side there. It's kind of understated, but really, really cool looking. So something that you see on the end of their D Duesenberg logo as well. So we'll have a look at the pickups and the controls. So we've got a set of Grand Vintage 2 Alnico pickups in here. They're a really great vintage mid-output sounding pickup. They're quite warm. They're still articulate, so they're not mushy at all. They've got a lot of great note separation and articulation happening with them. But a good vintage sound. It's not too higher output. I really like them. Controls, master volume, master tone, 3-way blade selector, and then up here on the cutaway horn, we have a separate volume control for the neck pickup. Now, the reason they've done that is so you can set that neck pickup at a different level if you wanted to. So when you flick into that, you might be on a high gain sound, and you might be the kind of guy, the type of player that would turn your volume down a little bit to clean up and move to your neck pickup. This can be set, leave it that way, so that's for your clean sound. flick it back to your bridge pickup, which is on your full volume and ready to go. Now the thing is, you can still leave that there wherever you want and have this for volume swells because it's a master. It will do both, whereas this one just does the neck. Gives you a lot of creative ways that you can muck around with your sounds, especially when you have the two of them together and just blending in that neck pickup with the bridge there, but then still being able to control your output on and off as you wish for volume swells or even just between parts of the song. I actually quite like the three-way blade selector on this rather than the toggle. It's nicely out of the way. So that's kind of it in a nutshell. They are great guitars, from Germany, really well made. Now, I will also point out that every Duesenberg we've ever had come in over the years, they've opened up the box and they're just set up really well. They hold really well. Their tuning, the necks are always impeccably just set the right way. Everything's great. Intonation right out of the box. So these guys not only know how to make a great guitar, they know how to set them up straight from the factory. Fantastic guitars and easy to work with as well. Great playability, great sound. So we have lots of Duesenberg guitars in store right now, including the Fantom and the Star Player TVs, which we've got stacks of. They are super popular, great guitars. We've got the Joe Walsh model, we've got the Falcons as well. So heaps of here for you to come and have a look at, have a play on. So let us know what you think about this guitar in the comments. If you've got any thoughts towards it, we'd love to hear about it. Otherwise, reach out to us, come into the store, have a play. We'd love to talk to you. I'll have a little play, let's see what it sounds like.